everybody. What do you say? It's Wednesday, and that means we talk about products. We talk about nutritional supplements. We talk about the nuts and bolts of what we use to help you get better. The stuff that we use, which is informed by science, science-based, clinically verified. This isn't your grandfather's nutrition. This isn't old-fashioned nutrition. This is new-fashioned medical nutrition, which comes from millions of dollars of research and decades of clinical experience by licensed physicians. MDs? No. NDs, naturopathic doctors. We are the torchbearers for all things having to do with health, which are unrelated to pharmaceutical medicines. Now, I can prescribe drugs in 16 states, more or less, in the United States. I can practice medicine in 16 states, more or less, in the United States. Inquiring minds want to know why I can't do it in all 50. That's because we do not have a free medical market in the United States. It's monopolized and co-opted by the MDs, and it has been since the 1920s. Now, I talked about this on the Alex Jones show today. A big shout-out to Alex Jones, by the way. Alex Jones, you know, is a big megaphone, a big voice, a big following, and we are tagging along with Alex and the InfoWars team and the Prison Planet people to help populate our message as quickly and as far and as wide as possible, because if you're suffering from a chronic illness like asthma, type 2 diabetes, arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, fibromyalgia, uterine fibroids, menstrual cramps, insomnia, heartburn, type 2 diabetes, did I already say that? Whatever you've got. If you're overweight, if you have a chronic illness, the only problem here is you went to the wrong doctor. That's it. You have taken your body to the wrong person. You know, you wouldn't take if your dog was sick, you wouldn't take it to your carpenter. That's the wrong guy for the job, right? If your plumbing has a problem, you wouldn't ask an Olympic swimmer. The Olympic swimmer knows a lot about water, but that's the wrong type of water. In your case, you need a plumber. Well, guess what? When you have a chronic illness, the worst person to go to is anybody with an MD after their name, because MDs are not trained in health recovery methods. And it should be illegal to say that you practice health care if you're an MD, or that hospitals offer health care. They do not. Hospitals and MDs deliver disease management, and there's a gigantic difference between disease management and health care. MDs cannot make you recover your health. They can't do it. Rarely can they do it. They can help you recover your health if you have a nasty infection. They can help you recover your health if you have a broken leg or a bullet in your arm. They can help you with trauma, but that's a little bit different than really helping your body to become healthy. Because, listen, if you were healthy, you would have no symptoms and you would be on no prescription medicines. There should be two medical certificates in your record, in your life. There should only be two medical certificates in your stuff, in your life. There should be a birth record and a death record, and that's it. Your medical chart should be empty, because your body knows how to fix itself. Your body wants to fix itself. And unless you've been the victim of a trauma or, some type of nasty infectious disease, the only reason that you're sick is because your system has run out of the raw materials that it needs to keep itself healthy. It's that simple. You have been brainwashed by 100 years of MD propaganda informing you, making you believe that when you're sick, the only people that can help you work in high-tech, multi-million-dollar medical facilities. It's baloney. Healing is easy. Surgery is difficult. And guess what? One of the worst things anybody can do for their health? Exercise. Don't do it. Well, actually, there's a caveat. When you exercise, you stress your heart, you stress your lungs, you stress your blood vessels, you stress your joints, you stress your muscles. Your body attempts to strengthen itself after exercise to recover from the stress of exercise by making your heart, your blood vessels, your muscles, your ligaments, and your joints stronger, right? That's why you exercise, to give yourself a workout, so that after the workout, your body bounces back and makes itself a little bit stronger. That's the whole idea. But guess what your body needs to make itself stronger? It needs nutrients. You don't have any. Well, you've got some or you'd be dead, but you don't have what you need. Your body's got 90 essential nutrients, or it needs 90 essential nutrients. You're lucky if you can pull 30 essential nutrients out of your food. You are lucky if you can pull 30 of the 90 essential nutrients out of your food. Your food does not have what you need. It doesn't have it. Unless you're supplementing, it's only a matter of time until something breaks. It's that simple. And when you exercise, you burn through your reserves all that much faster. Now, the corollary to this, of course, is also true, that if you exercise and give your body the nutrition that it needs, well, then you're going to be Superman or Superwoman. And in this regard, you should take the lead of professional sports teams and Olympic athletes, because they are slowly but surely all climbing on board the longevity bus. Theo Ratliff, the second oldest player in the NBA, 13 years or so in the NBA. I interviewed Theo a couple of weeks ago on this program. $100 million he's made in the NBA. Not bad, right? $100 million bucks. And they told him about 10 or 12 years ago he was done because at, the ripe old age of 23, he had osteoporosis and bone spurs and weak ligaments and weak muscles, or weak tendons. Theo Ratliff doesn't have a weak muscle in his body. Weak ligaments and weak tendons. His team doctors told him he was done. His trainers told him he was done. They told him to hang it up. His career was over. He came to longevity. He asked Dr. Wallach what to do. Dr. Wallach fixed his bones and joints and ligaments. He took the nutritional supplements. He took the raw materials his body needed to fix itself. And guess what? His body fixed itself. And it fixed itself in a big way, because for the 3 years that the 3 consecutive years that he came back to the NBA after they told him he was done, while he was taking our stuff, he was the leader in rebounds for 3 years in a row. And Dr. Wallach's medical nutrition program for Theo Ratliff helped him earn an extra $38 million. Now, that's medical nutrition driving the bus. That's Dr. Wallach driving the bus. That's the promise of longevity. This is the promise of longevity. When you take the nutritional supplements that your body needs, your body sucks it up, feels stronger, lasts longer, and you get better. Now, after Theo recovered his bone health and his joint health and his ligament and tendon health, he got together with the folks at Longevity and started to develop a sports recovery energy drink. Because all that's available right now in the wonderful world of sports medicine is Gatorade, Powerade, vitamin water, and stuff like this. And that the recipes in those supplements are juvenile. And when you stack them up against the Longevity products recipe, and the product that Longevity developed with Theo Ratliff is called Rebound FX. When you stack up what's in Rebound FX compared to what's in Gatorade, Powerade, and vitamin water, it's laughable. You can go to fireyourmdnow.com right now, fireyourmdnow.com. And I have a link right there in the bottom right-hand corner of the page. Product of the week, it's called Rebound FX. And you can download for free the comparison chart that shows you what's in our sports recovery drink and what's in everybody else's sports recovery drink. It's laughable what they don't have. Because remember, the only people trained in medical nutrition, the only people with actual clinical experience that's worth anything in the field of medicine when it comes to nutrition are naturopathic physicians. And of the naturopathic physicians in the world, there's only one who has a treasure trove of research behind him. Dr. Wallach, the founder of Longevity, has been published 72 times. He was in charge of $25 million of federally funded research from 1970 to 1982. That research dialed in the nuts and bolts of medical nutrition. There's no other nutritional supplement company that has this type of research informing its products. You want to get Gatorade? Go right ahead. You want to surf the internet and try to figure it out all on your own? Go right ahead. It's a free country. You want to take your prescription medicines? Go right ahead. It's a free country. You can do whatever you want to do. If you, however, had a toothache, if there was an infection in one of your teeth, what would you do? Would you go online and try to figure it out yourself and get the home dental kit and try to drill out the infection on your own and try to fix it on your own? No, you wouldn't do that. But when it comes to you go to the dentist. But when it comes to everything else relating to your health, how am I going to have better energy? How am I going to increase my workout performance? How am I going to have a shortened recovery time? How am I going to be able to increase my stamina? How am I going to be able to take care of my blood pressure? How am I going to be able to get on the other side of fibromyalgia or type 2 diabetes? You surf the web. The only reason you do surf the web is because you do not know that there are licensed physicians with clinical experience who can help you. And here we are. That's the reason this radio show exists. So pick yourself up, ladies and gentlemen, pull the curtain back, and take a look at what Longevity brings to the table, because the supplements that Longevity brings to the table are unrivaled in the field of medical nutrition. And when it comes to supplements, the recipe is everything. And when you look at the comparison sheet between what we've got in our Rebound FX, what the Longevity company has in Rebound FX, and what's in Gatorade, you're going to be rolling on the floor laughing. And you're going to wonder yourself, how could they convince every major sporting association and team in this country to take that crap? Because when you compare it to Rebound FX, it just doesn't compare. I mean, it's like comparing, the Cub Scouts to the United States Marine Corps. That's the difference. It's like comparing the Cub Scouts to the United States Marine Corps. We have it dialed in. Check it out, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know what you're missing, go to fireyourmdnow.com. Right there on the front page. Click on the link for Rebound FX. You're not going to believe your eyes. Ever wonder why Tiger Woods can break a bone in his knee just by swinging a golf club? You ever wonder why professional athletes, people who are paid to exercise, never live to be over 100? Ever wonder why professional athletes, high school athletes, and college athletes drop dead of heart attacks while they're playing sports? I mean, aren't they supposed to be the healthiest people in the world? Isn't exercise supposed to be good for you? If exercise was so good for you, why would all these things be happening? Oh, it must be the gene. It must be a bad gene, right? That's the MD's ridiculous, juvenile, outdated, that's their opinion. That's what they say is causing it, and it's nonsense. MDs, again, are like colorblind art critics. There's a gigantic amount of information that they are blind to. They just can't see it. The only reason that Tiger Woods or any other professional athlete hurts their ligaments, bones, or joints is because their ligaments, bones, or joints don't have enough nutrition to keep themselves healthy, period. And the more they exercise, the faster they burn through their reserves. So I would expect professional athletes to have lower levels of health than the general population, which is evidenced by the scary and crazy statistic that couch potatoes live longer than people who exercise regularly. Imagine that. Take your nutritional supplements, ladies and gentlemen. If you take your nutritional supplements and exercise, you'll be Superman. You'll be Superwoman, and you will feel it almost immediately, because your body will suck that stuff up like a sponge, a dry sponge sucking up water. And this, again, is the thing that drives this entire movement forward. Results. You know, this information is new to you. It's not new to me. This information is new to you. It's slightly controversial because it's so new to you. So, you know, I hope I'm making your head spin. I'm hoping there's smoke coming out of your ears. I'm hoping I'm getting you to think. And I don't care if you believe me. You know, actually I do, quite honestly, care if you believe me. But, you know, let's be honest. What matters is results. So get your 90 for life. Get your Healthy Start Pack. Get your Rebound FX. Start to take it. Clean your diet up. And you will feel a difference. It's as predictable as gravity. So, you know, let's go right to the phones right now. We're going to start hacking away at the list as fast as we can. We've got a whole bunch of callers today. Let's go to Mac first. Mac, you are live with Dr. Glidden. Welcome aboard.
Hey, how you doing today?
Pretty good. How can I help?
I'm on the 90 for life, and Commander added the Ultimate Classic Minerals, and I was told to take it at the 100-pound dosage instead of the 200 pounds, which I weigh, and I was wondering if you could expand on why that is.
Okay, so you're taking the Healthy Start Pack and the plant-derived minerals? Is that correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And you've got you're 200 pounds?
Yes.
And you're taking one bottle of the plant-derived minerals, right?
Correct.
And you're taking, what, 2 of everything else? You have 2 bottles of Beyond Tangy Tangerine and 2 bottles of...
I'm taking everything I'm using 1 Healthy Start Pack a month and 1 bottle of plant-derived minerals a month.
Okay, and you're 200 pounds?
Yes.
Okay, good. So the recommendation for everybody in a perfect world, it would be 1 Healthy Start Pack per 100 pounds of body weight per month. So if you're 200 pounds, you need 2 of those, right? Now, I don't know, man. Maybe it was a budgetary thing. You know, maybe you couldn't afford the 200-pound dose. I don't know. And also, because these products are offered through a networked business, they are more expensive than they would be at the retail level, right? These aren't retail products. This is a networked product, and they're a little more expensive than you would get if you were buying them retail. Now, when you become a Youngevity member or when you purchase products through a Youngevity representative, you get the products at the wholesale price, which is 30% less than you could get them if you just went online and tried to buy them through, you know, eBay or someplace, right? So we do give the products or sell the products at a wholesale price, but still, even the wholesale price is more expensive than what you would normally expect to pay in a normal retail market. This is not a retail market. So it's possible that you were started at that dose just because there was a budgetary thing going on. And it's also possible, what I like to do with many people, and this gets a little complicated, but most of us in the United States are eating all the wrong food all the time. And because we're eating all the wrong food, it has hurt the digestive tract. And because our digestive tract has impaired ability to absorb nutrients, sometimes the Beyond Tangy Tangerine aggravates people when they take it. So if you're taking the Healthy Start Pack and life is good, you don't have any loose stool or constipation or diarrhea, and if you can afford it, bump it up to 2. That's my advice. Anna is next. Anna, if you're still with us, you are live with Dr. Glidden. Thanks for calling.
Hi, Dr. Glidden. I listened to you on Alex Jones today, and I went and took a look at that video against the grain. My question is this: what about gluten-free rice? Would that be okay to have?
Yeah. See, the problem here with ulcerative colitis, Crohn's, irritable bowel, celiac disease, all of these things, from our point of view, are different levels of tissue destruction caused more or less by the same thing, which is the gluten protein and the protein in oats. So that would mean wheat, barley, rye, and oats are the big bad no-nos in that domain. So rice is fine, whether it's white rice, basmati rice, jasmine rice, brown rice, pink, purple, or blue rice. I don't care, as long as it's not wheat, barley, rye, or oats. You are perfectly fine. And in this camp, the only people that really need to be really concerned about being gluten-free and, eating grains, other grains like buckwheat or millet or quinoa that have been processed in a factory that also processes gluten, most people don't need to worry about that. The only people that need to worry about that are people that have an extreme allergic reaction to gluten. And if you had an extreme allergic reaction to gluten, you would have known about that years ago. So you don't have to be hypervigilant about whether or not your rice is gluten-free, but you do have to be hypervigilant about staying away from wheat, barley, rye, and oats, okay? And once you do, man, you're going to feel better in probably just 7 days. Just from avoiding those foods. it makes a gigantic impact on your life. And then when you give your body the nutrients that it needs, everything gets so much better. This is the 1-2 punch. We have to stop eating the foods that are bad, number one, and number two, drink the nutrients, supply your body with the stuff it needs to fix itself, right? So in this regard, that's why we do the Healthy Start Pack or, the Healthy Alex Pack, right? And now, if you do have a definitive diagnosis of Crohn's, there's a couple of things that you can do that will help in addition. One would be a product that Longevity has called Maquis Plus, MAQUI Plus. That is a super juice made from the maquis berry, which is extremely high in antioxidants, and it also has lots and lots of aloe vera juice. Aloe vera is an extract of the aloe vera plant. It's an herbal extract, and the aloe vera juice is extremely soothing and healing to the mucous membranes in the small intestinal tract. So if anybody has IBS or Crohn's or ulcerative colitis or celiac disease, taking the Maquis Plus, because of the aloe vera content, will go a long way towards knocking the inflammation down and speeding up a healthy recovery. And the second thing to do in the face of Crohn's disease, in order to support and promote the health of the digestive tract, would be some type of acidophilus, some type of beneficial flora. There's millions of those products on the market. My favorite is the Longevity Ultimate Flora FX. It's called Ultimate Flora FX, and my recommendation is 2 or 3 of the Flora FX immediately before bed. Immediately before bed. Any acidophilus or probiotic is going to work best if you take it immediately before you go to sleep. My favorite is the Longevity Ultimate Flora FX. So give that stuff a try, and you're going to love how you feel. Thank you so much for the call. I believe Bill is calling with a question about cost analysis between products and foods. Bill, you're live with Dr. Glidden.
Yes, hi, Dr. Glidden. Just want to run something by. This is an interesting cost analysis. Mike Pondler in our group here in Jackson did a little analysis, I guess it was probably 8 or 10 years ago when he first got in our local group. And he went to one of the local health food stores with the ingredients of, I think it was the Classic, the American Longevity Classic at that time. And he just wanted to see if it was even possible to get the ingredients separately. And, of course, he wasn't able to even find the plant mineral. The liquid plant minerals are not even available anywhere except now the Longevity. But he went through the other ingredients in the product, and he came to about, when he got to over $100, he stopped. He didn't even get through with the list. And so at that time, only about $35 for the product. So, I mean, even regardless of how you stack it up, he was way ahead for the money for buying the Classic.
Well, Bill, man, that is a great point. And, we overlook that a lot because, people see, there's a multiple vitamin here, and it's going to cost me $48. What? What is that? Oh, you have a calcium, and it's going to cost me $41. What? What is that? Well, that's right. That's how much it's going to cost because it's the best stuff in the world. And, Bill, you're the smartest man in class. This is exactly correct. The thing about nutritional supplements is the recipe. And the recipe of the Longevity supplements is extremely jam-packed and concentrated with grade A nutrients in therapeutic dosages. You're not just getting a couple of milligrams. You're getting way beyond the recommended daily allowance. And I'm going to do a whole show one of these days about the recommended daily allowance numbers, where those came from and why they're just nonsense and nobody should pay any attention to them whatsoever. But we give you so much more of comparable stuff that you can find on the counter, over the counter, even in a retail market, that you're absolutely right. When you stack it all up and put them side by side, the stuff that's in one bottle of our multiple vitamin supplement eclipses anything that you can get, and it's about 3 or 4 times less expensive than the equivalent products that you could find and mix and match and put them together. And the other thing is just about common sense and how to take a therapeutic program, because nobody wants to be taking 100 capsules a day, right? Which is what you would have to do in order to get the equivalent of a couple of scoops and 1 ounce of the Longevity Healthy Start Pack. So, again, Bill, it's an excellent point, man. When you stack everything up side by side, Longevity wins, hands down, even though the products are offered through a networked business. And we're going to talk more about this networked aspect on Friday. But I want you to ask yourself a question, ladies and gentlemen. If you're on board with vitamin supplementation, and that's your thing, and you see the merit and you feel the benefits to vitamin and mineral and nutritional supplement use, and so you're spending a couple of $100 a month on your vitamins, at the end of the year, you know, you've spent $3,000 at CVS for your vitamins. You spent $3,000 at the vitamin shop or at GNC or wherever you get your vitamins. So you go to the GNC office where you've been going faithfully every month, and you give the manager all your receipts. And you say, hey, buddy, look, in the last 12 months, man, I just spent $3,000 at this store. What are you going to do for me? Well, what's the manager going to do for you? Nothing. If you're lucky, you know, you'll get a 20% off your next purchase type of a deal, or, you know, welcome to our frequent shoppers club where, you know, we're going to give you a penny back on every $100 that you spend, or something ridiculous like that. If you become a Longevity member for $10, you become eligible for residual bonus volume to get paid on all of the nutritional supplements that you enroll your friends and family and church members and community members into taking. So as you lift your community into health, and as the people that you lift up lift others up, and as they lift others up, and as they lift others up, you get paid. You know, within a couple of months of working a Longevity business for a $10 enrollment fee, one time, by the way, not only are you going to be making the cost of your nutritional supplements back every month, so you're going to be getting your stuff for free, but you will be increasing your income in direct proportion to the amount of time and energy that you want to put into this. Is this an overnight success? Is it a financial pipe dream? No. But it is a very tried and true, sound business model. Now, it's not for everybody, but it's for most people. If you had an inkling of the financial potential here that's available just by doing something that you would normally do for free, you'd be batting it. I mean, you'd be calling us up. You'd be wanting to get signed up. You'd have everybody in your family signed up, because this is going to change the way that medicine is practiced in the United States. Get on board now, ladies and gentlemen. Get on board now, because this train has left the station. It is picking up speed. The Longevity Company a year ago was selling collectively $1 million of product a month. Now they're selling $11 million of product a month in this economy. There are, I think I met between 35 and 45, I lost count, 35 and 45 people at the last Longevity conference who had made over $1 million in commissions. That's a lot of money, especially in this type of an economy. And, you know, were they doctors? No. Were they lawyers? No. Were they PhDs? No. Most of them were just normal people with normal jobs, not professionals. This is a blue-collar movement. Most of the successful people in Longevity are blue-collar folks. Most of the successful people were people that were laid off, and then they got so ticked off they needed to do something. There is a fantastic health opportunity here. There is a fantastic wealth opportunity here, and that's why this company was formed. This company was formed on purpose as a networked business for one reason. We are building a grassroots army, a grassroots coalition of the informed, a network, an international network of informed people who have seen the light of medical nutrition, who have changed their diet, taken the nutritional supplements, recovered their health. Their aches and pains are gone. Their blood sugar is normal. Their blood pressure is normal. Their heart replacement surgery is canceled. Their knee replacement surgery is canceled, and they are happier than a pig in slop. When you get those kind of health results, you're going to spread that word just for free. So guess what? We have a way that you can spread that word and get paid for it. Because last time I checked, every army needs to be paid. And that's why this company exists, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we need your help. We need your support. Do not overlook the business opportunity here. For goodness sake, the most you can lose is $10. Join us as a longevity business builder, as an associate for $10. Go to fireyourmdnow.com, click on the Join Us button, and jump into the pool with us. You're going to love it. It's a lot of fun in here, and I look forward to helping you not only get healthy, but get wealthy. I'm not sure how many people listening to me on Alex Jones this morning or this afternoon know about this distinction. But in the United States, there are two separate groups of people who call themselves naturopathic physicians. There's a group of people who have not gone to medical school, who have done mail order education in naturopathic therapeutics. And there are people who have done 4 years of pre-med, 4 years of a licensed, accredited naturopathic medical school, and who have passed national boards, state boards, and become licensed to practice naturopathic medicine. The professional naturopathic medical degree is very different than the mail order naturopathic degree. And the average Joe on the street who doesn't even know what the heck naturopathic medicine is anyway, can't even pronounce it, for goodness sake, doesn't know this distinction, is not aware of this distinction. So it is my advice, when you are treading into the waters of holistic medicine, if you are attempting to secure the services of a naturopathic physician, attempt initially to find someone locally who is a licensed naturopath who has gone to one of the 5 accredited naturopathic medical schools in the United States. All right? Now, failing that, call me. I treat people all over the world via Skype and via the telephone. You don't have to travel all the way to Chicago, where I live, to have an appointment with me. All you need to do is call my office and schedule an appointment. And there are basically 2 ways you can work with me privately. You can schedule an hourly consult. The initial consultation with me is 1 hour, and then follow-up visits after that are 30 minutes. Or you can jump into the deep end of the pool and get on board with my 13-week health recovery program. In my 13-week health recovery program, we do 4 different sets of blood work. You get nutritional supplements for 3 months. You get full access to my education, my health recovery education. You get books and CDs and access to webinars and health tutorials. It is a comprehensive health recovery program where I personally hold your hand and walk you through everything that you need to know to recover your health. And then we measure it objectively with blood work. It's fantastic, and it's affordable. So check it out at fireyourmdnow.com. Remember, the last thing you want to do if you have a chronic health concern is visit somebody with an MD. Roy is with us, and he has a question about supplementing with the 90 essential nutrients. Roy, welcome aboard. You're live with Dr. Glidden.
The screener said we were right up against the timeline here.
We got 2 minutes. We're good.
Yeah, Dr. Glidden, I am 82. I heard your voice to recognize it for the first time this morning on Alex Jones, and the biggest bomb, B-O-M-B, of medical information I ever heard was your statement that there are 90, N-I-N-E-T-Y, 90 essential minerals and nutrients that the human body must have every day to have optimum health. And that blew me away, and you dropped about another 30 or 50 bombs, so to speak, there during that broadcast. I couldn't follow it as close as I wanted to this morning, but or rather early afternoon. Let's see, what was that? Was 5 hours. That was 6 hours. Well, around 5.5 or 6 hours ago.
So can you expand on that a little bit, sir? I just heard about your 1 hour and your 30 minutes and 13-week and blood work and all that.
Okay, Roy. Yeah, that's great, man. That is easy to do, and thank you for calling, and that's a great way to end up the show. So here's the deal, folks. There are 90 essential nutrients that the human body needs. You know, there are things that we need to do to survive on planet Earth. We need to find and purify water. We need to build shelters and heat them and cool them. We need to eliminate waste, right? We need to develop sewage treatment plants. Well, there's one more thing we need to do. We need to find the 90 essential nutrients, purify them, put them together in recipes, and swallow them. Here's the breakdown. 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, and 2 essential fatty acids. Those are the 90 essential nutrients, and you can get all 90 essential nutrients in one healthy start pack. It's also called the Alex Pack, and you can find both of those at fireyourmdnow.com. Join us, purchase the products, increase your health, get back your life. I'm Dr. Peter Glidden, talking tomorrow to one of the superstars of the Longevity Company, and I'm going to save it for tomorrow. I'll see you then.